The price of survival, sleepless hours. Sofia Albares-Hadanti closed her eyes in nearly 2 days. Hospital has bent time in cruel ways. Fluorescent lights never dim. Machines hum without pause, and every second feels both endless and terrifyingly short. Her younger brother, Julian, lay unconscious in the ICU at San Gabriel Hospital, his body held together by surgeons after a motorcycle crash that should have ended his life. Every doctor's update carried 2 things: another medical figure and another bill. Survival, she realized, was not just fragile, it was expensive. At 22, Sofia was a business administration student, an unpaid intern at Torres, and the only support for a family, always one emergency away from collapse. She tried everything: extending student loans, asking for salary advances that didn't exist, pawning jewelry barely worth its weight, borrowing from friends already drowning in debt. None of it was enough. By the second night, exhaustion stripped away her pride. Fear did the rest. That was when she asked for the meeting. The offer, Alejandro Torres, was not a man interns approached. CEO of one of the city's most powerful financial firms, his reputation was carved in stone. Ruthless, untouchable, obsessively controlled. Sofia had only seen him in passing elevator nods, polite acknowledgements. A man who lived on a different floor of existence. But desperation ignores hierarchy. Late that night, she stood in his office, voice trembling as she explained her reality. No begging, no dramatics, just truth. Alejandro listened in silence. When she finished, he walked to the window overlooking the city. His words came without turning back. "I can help you." Relief surged through her, sharp, dangerous. "But I need something in return." The proposal was simple, calculated, delivered without cruelty, which made it worse. One night, a transaction, a line Sofia had never imagined crossing, until she pictured Julian's chest rising beneath tubes. Doctors waiting, time slipping away. That night, she chose survival over freedom. The morning after, she woke alone in Alejandro's private apartment. The city glowed outside, indifferent. On the table, an envelope. Inside, the hospital invoice marked "paid in full." And a note, written in precise, sharp handwriting. "You don't owe me anything. I don't owe you anything. This ends here." Sofia folded the note carefully, left it where it was, and walked out. She told herself it was buried, a scar she would never touch. She was wrong. The second meeting. 2 weeks later, an email arrived. Urgent meeting with the CEO. 10 a.m. Fear coiled in her chest. She imagined threats, demands for silence, or worse, repetition. At 10 sharp, she entered his office. What she saw unsettled her more than anger would have. Guilt, uncertainty, regret. "What happened that night," Alejandro said quietly, locking the door, "should never have happened." Her silence was armor now. "I acted under pressure," he continued. "That doesn't excuse it." Then came the unexpected. "I want you to work directly with me." She recoiled instantly. "This is not another arrangement." "It isn't," he said firmly. "This is a position you've already earned." He slid a contract across the desk. Salary, responsibilities, authority, all real. All hers, he claimed, even before that night. "I need someone who won't fear me. Someone who won't flatter me. Someone who sees clearly." Sofia met his gaze. "I don't admire you. And that," Alejandro said, "is exactly why I need you." The hidden truth. The contract carried one unusual clause. absolute confidentiality regarding any personal interactions with the CEO, not blackmail, protection, but whose. In the days that followed, Sophia began to notice what others missed: late-night emails, undocumented lawyer meetings, financial reviews that never touched official records, until one afternoon she opened a folder she wasn't meant to see. Internal audit, confidential, altered numbers, ghost accounts, executive signatures, and one name that froze her blood: Alejandro's father. When he caught her holding the file, he didn't shout. He simply closed the door. "My father is dying," he said. "And when he does, everything will collapse." The fraud ran deep, millions deep. Expose it, and the firm crumbles, thousands unemployed. Hide it, and Alejandro becomes complicit. The choice? That night, Sophia walked the city alone, realizing something chilling. Her life had changed the moment she chose desperation over dignity. But it could not remain there. The next morning, she returned early. "I'll help," she said. "But everything comes out. Every truth, no exceptions, including us." Alejandro was silent for a long moment. Then he nodded. And in that agreement, they began something entirely different. Not redemption, not romance, but reckoning. Because sometimes one terrible decision doesn't end your life. Sometimes it forces you to rebuild it, honestly, painfully, and forever changed.